Guys, I want to show off Bitcraft. Now, this is an MMORPG where you can build and gather and do a bunch of stuff. I just want to show it off. I think that this is actually a pretty good and swell game, and a lot of people are hating on it right now because it doesn't have this or the controls and blah, 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 but I'm just going to show you why I think that a game like this could be an absolute banger masterpiece. And before anyone asks, yes, this will, so far, be announced as a free-to-play game, which is great, because that'll bring in a lot of players, hopefully. Now, this is an open-world MMORPG on, and what I believe is a single server, as in, everyone plays in the same game world. Remember when Albion Online did that? I think EVE Online does it, but Albion Online used to do it, and then they cucked out. But this game, one single server. So let me show you what I've been doing the past 2 to 3 hours, alright? You see this big dirt pillar that I'm on? And yes, my character is this little automaton robot character. That's the character. I know that this game is, you know, some might say it's pixel slop. I think it's got a nice look, I think. It's a lot better than, well, RuneScape or Albion for sure. But anyway, for the past couple hours, I have been digging this mountain. And you may be thinking, why? Or what's the purpose? Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm most excited to share with you, and my favorite thing so far about this type of game. One server, everyone plays on it. Anything that you build or do or alter in this world, it's like permanent. Now, I say permanent, but someone could come, and because I haven't claimed this area, I don't know a lot of the game mechanics. I don't know how claiming works. It does not cost money. Okay, as far as I know, it does not cost any money to claim land. This is just a beta, and it's you probably can't claim land or something anyway. But if I alter this state of the world, it stays this way. If I build things, they stay, unless someone comes and claims it and deconstructs it. Yes, because I don't have this claimed, someone could come and undig this. You can see a bunch of other players try to dig a little wall thing here, I think. I don't know if this is naturally generated, but this took almost 3 hours. This is 2 to 3 hours worth of digging to get this high up. And I started all the way at the bottom. You can see here I'm at height of 63, and I can keep digging, and this will take a lot of time. Now, I have tier 1 tools. My character is not very high leveled. I have starter gear. I imagine, or I assume, that if I was a veteran player with thousands of hours and I had all the best gear in the game, that I could dig this thing in like minutes. I really don't know. I have no idea. I don't know a lot about this game, but let me show you just how big the world is, okay? So I'm going to open the map, and you see, like, everything's like a little hexagon, right? I'm on, like, this hexagon, I guess? I don't know, but let me zoom out for you. So, yeah, it's actually pretty big. So this is the starter town, okay? Or there's a lot of starter towns. You just get put in a random one. But this is as far as the game will let me zoom out and check out all of these all of this land. I don't know why there's no rivers over here. I have no idea what this is. I have not explored it. And the devs say that if a lot of players are flooding the game, like if there were people everywhere in all of these zones, they will just add more. They will just add more, okay? And yeah, there is a lot of freaking land, okay? A lot. Like, that's like 4 or 5 continents I've scrolled through. I'm on the east, so I guess I would be on the on kind of the Asia side of things if we were thinking about the real world. Or, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know, who cares? But it's a big freaking map. It's huge, and you can teleport around. Like if I want, let me find I could teleport here. I could totally teleport here. Now I can't teleport with stuff. I don't think. I'm not entirely sure. I think if you want to, you know, fast travel with gear, that it costs more of a currency that charges over time. I don't know a lot about the game. I've only been playing for about 20 hours, and all I've done is gather and dig stupid holes and just do random things, okay? I don't even know how to, like, apparently I can climb down. Okay, there we go. We can climb down. Cool. So, yeah, now this is a game. This is a game that's point and click. There is no WASD movement, but it's pretty nice. Let me eat some food. I don't know why robots need to eat. Don't ask. I don't know why. And yeah, there's no food eating animation. This, you know, it's very bare bones right now. But we can mine some salt. We can mine. You know, there's a lot of things we can do right now. We can mine things. We can chop trees. We can build stuff. We can hunt animals. We can fish, forage, a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna teleport back to little starter town here. It's kind of like a Hearthstone, I guess. And let me show you like the starter town and kind of what people are doing and how the game kind of works from my understanding. Again, I am very new and don't know a lot, but the starter town, it's not very pretty, and that's fine. You know, the whole point of the game is that you go off into the world and you just make your own little settlement like these people did. This is a bunch of French players, population of 11, and they claimed all this. I don't know how claiming works or anything, but yeah, there was one I saw of like some VTuber that was like way up here. Oh, there's Tortuga, that's new. Yeah, this Trispian, there's a Trispian VTuber that like did something. How many? I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but whatever. The point is, it's a massive world, and kind of the point is that you band together and you build a little city and you trade with each other and you chop the wood and you mine the stone and you upgrade your gear and stuff. And there's a lot to do, but there is a currency here. I don't know what this currency, hex coins, I think. But you talk to these NPCs and they will sell you, like skill and gear upgrades and stuff. Well, maybe not this one. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Don't ask. I have not a clue. But they have daily tasks. Not daily, but every 4 hours, I guess. And that can reward some coins. All right. And, you can, like, for instance, I can go make planks and give it to this dude or girl. I don't know what this is. Some kind of creature thing. And get some coins and get some merchanting experience points. I don't know. All right. Here's like a bank. If you've played any MMORPG ever, you can store your stuff. I've got a whole bunch of stuff stored in here. I got like 56 planks, right? So I can go turn in that quest, and then 4 hours later, maybe he'll have the same quest, whatever. All right, so again, there's a lot of different characters with a lot of different things to trade. Again, it looks like this one's a cosmetic seller. You can buy all the cosmetics. I don't really know. Now, there's a market. It's kind of like, if you've ever played Albion Online or New World, then it's the same thing. You have buy orders and sell orders. Not a lot being bought and sold because I guess, it's a beta, not a lot of people interested. I could buy this bird corpse for 16 coins or this wood log for 3. I'm selling a charged automata's heart, which is a gear piece that gives you a lot of stats for 500. No one's bought them, though. I guess because you can just go do a quest and get them. But I was kind of hoping that people wouldn't realize there's a quest for it. Anyway, it's one of those gathering games. Is there PvP in the game? From what I've read, there's not like... You can duel people, like you can fight each other, but it's not like full loot. It's not like Albion Online where you go out into the wilderness or like RuneScape, you go out into the wildy and you get murdered and some dickhead clan takes all your stuff. It doesn't have that as far as I know. Sorry for the dead air. Now, what it does have, apparently, is economic trade wars, which, I didn't mean to click on the map to move. As far as I know, like, say, these French dudes, the Royam dudes, and let's scroll up. Let's use these as an example. Where are they at? Yeah. So, let's say, like, these people start doing some sort of gathering, like, in the middle here, and these guys are doing gathering. Well, there's some sort of gathering PvP. I don't have any info on this game, all right? But here's the thing, right? All one world, free to play when it comes out. I think in June. And again, I'm not paid to shill this game. I am not paid by the devs. The devs don't even know I exist. There's a free trial on Steam right now until like early June. I don't just go to Steam, type in Bitcraft, you can find it. And other than that, like, I'm not really in the know on these things, okay? I'm not some sort of insider or anything, but, if the devs are watching, hey, give me a copy. Give me a freaking copy, because I want to play this. Now, there's a lot of hate for this game currently on Steam, and I'm going to just talk about why I don't care about any of it. All right, so one of the main things that people are hating on is that everything you do in this game takes a long freaking time. And to me, that's good and bad, all right? So, to me... I'll be honest here, to me, let me get my character some food before I go out and try to, like, harvest anything, because I'm going to run out of stamina and it's going to take forever to do anything. Alright, go to the bank, and yeah, we're just going to play it for a little bit and talk. That's all this video is. I'm just going to play this and talk. Now, performance-wise, it needs a lot of work. I'm running on some pretty beefy hardware, and there are frame drops, there's memory leaks, there's stuttering, things freeze, the sound glitches out. There's a lot of problems. That's okay. That can all be fixed, whatever, right? Let's take out some plain cooked, whatever this is, plain cooked berries, and I'll store the mud. All right, cool. All right, so let's go gathering. Oh boy, right? Now, let me show you how gathering works. So let's do some mining. And I don't know if I have the graphics all the way up. I did lower them so I can, you know, just kind of last longer without memory leaks. So I'm gonna summon a gathering cart, and this is just a starter cart. It can't really hold that much. There we go. We have a cart. I can grab the cart, and I can kind of wheel it around, and I can gather and put a bunch of stuff on the cart, right? And here's my inventory and the cart's inventory. Very cool stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is I have 10 minutes for food buff. That'll give me stamina and whatnot. I'm gonna mine this. I'm just gonna mine. Here we go. And yeah, there's normally a sound. Okay, there's the sound. Someone's been mining on this for a while. You can see the HP of it. Now, it's not like World of Warcraft where you have to delete the whole bar to get ore. You just get it as you mine, right? So you can mine on this, and then I don't know if it's like random chance or after so many hits. I have no idea how that works. But so far, I have not gotten anything. And here's the thing, right? This is kind of a... Okay, there we go. We got an ore chunk, so that's on my back. That's a big item, right? I can only carry one of these on my character, but I can carry multiple on this cart. So that's why we had the cart. And so if I go far away, you know, I want to, you know, I'm not going to be able to just like mount up on a speedy mount and go gather and run. I can only run one at a time, whereas I'm going to have to find a way to walk this cart back. And maybe there are mounts that, you know, carry your cart for you. I don't know. I don't know enough about the game yet, but you can see I've got stuff going into the cart here because I have the cart summoned nearby. And then this is a game that you play while you do something else. I'm telling you right now, like, I have gotten so much housework done. I have, like right now, when I play this game, I'm not like solely focused on it. I'm not like, oh my god, is our gankers gonna kill me? Oh, right? I'm like, okay, we're doing some mining, and then I have two monitors, so you can see my mouse disappear to the left of the screen here. And then I'm like, okay, let's go browse Twitter. Let's go watch an anime. Let's watch some YouTube. Let's watch a Twitch stream. And I'm watching the Twitch stream. I'm looking over. It's like, okay, my character's still mining. There we go. And, you know, occasionally I'll check and see, okay, is my character done mining? When this reaches 10, we're done mining, all right? So, again, I'll just have my inventory open, my character's mining, I'm getting stuff done in the game, I'm getting stuff done on whatever website I'm on, you know, maybe I run and make a sandwich real quick, or I do some dishes, or I clean the floor, I don't know. I've got some gamer grime on the ground I need to clean up. I don't know what that means. I don't know what gamer grime is, guys. All right. So, any minute now, we'll get the 10th little ore thingy. And there's rare drops, there's other drops. Mining isn't really the most interesting thing, but again, you can make a whole bunch of stuff. You can craft a whole bunch of things. In this little early access, they're limiting all the players to level 10 and tier 1 gear. So, I just assume that when you're like super juiced up with the best gear, and you have like a super mega ultra rare dragonite, you know, mithril pickaxe of elite destiny plus 10 enchanted or some shit, that you can just like one-shot this whole rock because it's a tier 1 rock. Okay, we got our tin ore. So what we're going to do now is we have our cart, and we're going to go refine it. Alright, so I'm, you know, back in town. And I also assume that these things take longer because the starting town has tier 1 workbenches or tier 2 workbenches, whereas if you have like, I don't know what tier is the maximum. I don't know anything about this game. I'm just excited for it because my absolute favorite thing ever is that, like, up here, this is where we were when I started the video. We were up here before I teleported. I made an impact on this part of the world. Why does it say no EO? What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. But yeah, right here, where my mouse is and that thing pops up, that I have impacted that part of the world permanently forever. Okay, now obviously there's going to be a wipe after early access. This guy's name is Shortbus1. This is the hunting area. I don't need the hunting. All right. You can see the frames stutter a little bit. I don't know why. I guess because I have like all the tooltip stuff open. I don't really know. You can see this person is part of that French team or whatever. They're just laying down in the grass. Just kind of like, I don't know what they're doing. Are you sleeping? You sleeping? You want to have a little Kirito and Asuna? Are they naked? I mean, they're a robot, so... What the heck? Okay, I don't need the waystone. Can I look at them? Yeah, I guess they're just kind of chilling. Whatever. I've got work to do. Okay, we've made it to the smelter, but, you know, whoever smelted Delta, we can't smelt it yet. We gotta go to the mining station. You can see there's someone over there. He's hammering on it, right? And, again, I assume with a better station than the starter town junk, that you would, like, refine this faster. So I'm gonna refine these ferrolith ore chunks into ferrolith ore pieces. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do all 11 of them, and now this is the progress. Yes, time to go make a sandwich. Am I right? But yeah, it's you know, it's very communal, I suppose, right? You know, you're out here, you're doing hard labor, you're building stuff. Now, I don't know a single game that lets you permanently impact the world on a single server that everyone plays that is also free to play. That's what blows my mind. Okay, Albion Online is multi-server. Albion Online, I can't go and dig a ditch. I can't go and make a mountain. I can't go... You can build a hideout in Albion, but you can't, like, build, you know, like, windmills of peace. You can't build... And I hope that this game doesn't, like, become super woke and ban people for doing crap like that. Like, if I build a big dick and balls or, like, a goat sea mural, I don't want to get banned, right? But the thing is that raising that single pillar took, like, 3 hours. I mean, you know, if you build something crazy, then it's going to take a lot of effort, right? I don't know. I don't know. I think the company's in California, so they might be a little woke. Who knows? I don't know nothing about them yet. But anyway, the point is that, look, we're almost done crafting our ore pieces. And this is just step 1 of, like, step 5 or 6, right? You got to put in real effort. So, again, if you have, like, friends or you're in a guild or whatever, then I can imagine, like, you could be the mining guy. And then, you know, someone else could be the hunting guy. And that's what, like, PAX Day was supposed to be. But PAX Day sucked. All right, we're going to open the station and we're going to collect our ore pieces. Cool, we got the ore pieces. So, again, we don't need the cart anymore. The cart's empty, so I can just unsummon this. Or I can just leave it here, and it'll stay here, you know, and other players can see it. They can't interact or steal from it. So, again, there's no griefing as far as I'm aware, other than maybe building naughty buildings. But we're going to go to the smithing station now, and then we're going to craft these ferrolith ore concentrates. 22 of them, there we go. And, again, we're hammering, we're hammering away, just like this person is. And there's someone's cart there and there. You get the idea. But yeah, I don't know a single MMORPG. One world. Okay, there's Worm Online and well, Worm. I don't know. Worm has different servers, doesn't it? And you made me think. Oh, Minecraft. Minecraft is not a single server. It's not one world everyone shares. It's like millions of separate servers. Okay. You know, Albion's like 3 servers. EVE Online. I don't know how EVE Online works. It's a space game. I don't know if you can build random crap in the middle of space. I have no idea, but you know, sci-fi stuff doesn't really interest me. I'm more like the medieval fantasy stuff. Now, does this game have spells? No, there's no spells. There's no abilities, as far as I know. Now, whenever you use equipment, like if I use a sword to fight it's called a jackal. It's like a wolf creature, right? The sword I'm using has like 3 abilities. They're just different forms of slashing at the monster that deal different amounts of damage. I haven't unlocked other weapons, so I don't know if, like, you can stun it with a mace, or if you can, like, make it bleed and deal damage over time. I have no idea. I am so uninformed on this game. I just dived in. I didn't do any reading or research. I just like it. I just like the idea that I can go out and be a part of a town. I can go join some, you know, random guild and be like the guy that makes all the cloth or something. And then I log in, you know, at 6 in the morning and... You know, one guildie's like, hey, man, I'm dropping off all the cloth, and they just wheel their little wheelbarrow up to me, and I unload it, and then I turn it into t-shirts, and I'm like, here's your t-shirts. And then they go, and they sell it on the market or something, and then we build a big old fancy town. I think that's the coolest thing ever, right? And yeah, you made me think, well, PAX Day did it. PAX Day no, PAX Day did not do it. Not like this game. PAX Day was garbage. PAX Day sucked. PAX Day is a scam. You had to pay $100 for PAX Day. And that, you only got 4 plots. This game, you use, as far as I know, you use the coins for plots. You don't use real money. The only thing that you use real money for is clans doing the stuff on the map. Like, it's called an empire, right? Someone paid real money to do this, allegedly. It's a beta test. It's a... I don't know if, like I think this is all streamers that were given, like, the premium currency to mess around with. I don't know if they paid real money or not. I'm not social. I don't really care. I don't have time. I've spent all day exercising and very wore out. So I don't, again, I haven't done any research. I've just been behind on everything lately. But anyway, We are 800 out of 1,100 on the ore concentrate crafting. After that, we will smelt it, and then we have to hammer it down into ingots, and then after that, we can turn the ingots into stuff. So it's a lengthy process, right? It is, and I enjoy it, right? Now, you maybe, you play other games, you play WoW, and you go craft it, 100 copper ingots in like, 10 seconds. You play Albion, you craft 100,000, tier 4 boots, like soldier boots or something, and you're like, oh, okay. Then you just chunk them on the market. Well, if you spend all this time, like, imagine, I'm using tier 1 equipment crafting tier 1 garbage. This is technically like starter garbage. This is like trash loot, right? Imagine how much effort and energy it would take to craft like the highest tier super mega duper helmet that gives you like plus 10 to t-shirt crafting or something. Like there's gear in the game that gives you bonuses to mining and running and stuff. All right, we've completed the ore concentrate, and my character's a little tired, so we got to eat some food and get that stamina back. It regenerates without food, but it's very slow. Also, my character's a little hungry, but let's eat another. Why not? There we go. Hunger 93 out of 100. That's good enough for now. Whatever. All right, so we're gonna get our stamina back, and I don't have my cart out. Don't need the cart, so now we smelt. Now here's the thing, right? The smelter is automatic. Wait, I need to craft it into ingots first. That's the concentrate. Wait. No. Oh, I need wood. Yeah, I need wood for the furnace. Okay, let's go chop a tree then. We can go chop it. Again, it's a process. It is a process, okay? And it's nice. I think it's nice because what I like to do, I could have just ran to the tree and then summoned the cart, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care. All right, so let's go chop a few trees. I got trees in the bank, but we're doing this organically, okay? All right, and there's random like vegetables and stuff in the ground, dirt, sticks, berries, all the good stuff. Okay, let's chop a tree. We don't really need too many here. All right, get that inventory open. And you can see someone's been chopping on this tree. It is what it is. But yeah. All right, we got some tree sap. We can make sugar with that. We got a rough wood trunk. We can get some wood, logs from that. Let's get a few more, though. I don't need too many. I don't need to make a million bajillion things, but again, I don't know the conversion rates. I'm still learning this game, but are you bored? I have to ask you. Like a lot of I cover other MMORPGs, and one of the biggest complaints that people give me is gathering is boring. Okay. Well, go to your other monitor and browse your favorite thing. I'm having a conversation on the chans at the moment about a former PlanetSide guild I used to be in, so that's pretty interesting. People are talking about PlanetSide 2. Let's see. Yeah, so I was talking about magic bulleting, and someone is like, yeah, I was in an outfit, and someone was just straight up cheating, like 99% headshot ratio on their profile. It's like, yep, and that's what PlanetSide 2 was. All right, so we've got 2 wood trunks now, and look at that. Our character has plenty of energy. We're getting other things too, and you can turn all this stuff into things, multiple different things. And the way the tier system works, to my understanding, at least from what I've seen, you need tier 1 items to make tier 2 items, and you need tier 2 items to make tier 3 items, and so on and so forth. So there will always be a market for you if you don't, if you're a new player and you're out here chopping the crappy trees. There will always be, I think I got enough trees. There will always be a market for the starter trees, right? And I imagine someone with really high tier tools can just chop down, the starter trees with ease. I don't know. I have no freaking idea. All right, let's go find the tree area. I don't know where stuff is, so I'm just gonna run around town and look at the tooltips. Yep. Okay, so that's the hunting, leatherworking area. So maybe it's beyond that. And if you design your own town, someone will make it a little more neat than this little starter, NPC town, right? Like these are just starter towns to get you going, to get you rolling, I guess. Okay, forestry station. That's what we need. Again, it's a process, right? And I imagine with better carts, you could wield them faster. With better gear, you can haul them faster. At least in the game, that's what it looks like. So let's get 8 of these rough wood log outputs. All right. So again, every hit is 10, and we need to do it 400 or get it to 400. Yeah, we're doing virtual labor, and people are like, you know, this is too slow. This is boring. Okay, well, back to my other monitor, and let's check my email. No email. No new YouTube comments. I can walk away. I can go make some food and socialize with my girlfriend. Whatever. You know, crap post on the Steam forums. Check Discord. It is what it is. But hey, we're already halfway done because I didn't really do that much. And I imagine with a really big cart, you could load up multiple super trees, right? And yeah, you see this little saggy bird? I can go hunt that and, you know, take it and process its meat and skin. I don't know how a bird makes leather. I don't understand, but maybe they do. I don't know. Anyway, let's get these logs made so we can go and smelt the ore and then turn it into ingots and then finally craft something with it, maybe. You're going to need a bunch of other ingredients from other professions, too. Like, if you want to make a weapon, it's not just the ingots. You need the cloth and all the other stuff. All right, we got 48 rough wood logs. That's pretty good. And now we can go use those. Also, you hear the sound? A little clanking. Okay, it stopped, but sometimes it never stops. It just goes clink, 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 clink until you log out and back in. Again, it's early access. It's pretty bare basic. Bare bones. I don't know. If you're wondering what engine this is on, I believe it's Unity. I'm not like a super game devy expert on game engines, but Albion Online runs on Unity. This looks like it runs on Unity too, okay? I don't think... Why am I toting the cart around? I don't need the cart anymore. Let's get rid of it. And yes, there's mounts. You can ride mounts. I don't have them unlocked. It's quite a grind. I haven't done it yet. I probably won't do it because everything wipes in like a week or two. All right, you can smelt 10 of these at a time, and here's the thing, right? I don't have to be here and hammer on this thing. I can go do other chores. So, if I open this, you can see the time remaining 5 minutes on all of this molten ferrolith. And then what I'm going to do is, once this finishes, I'll take it over here to the smithery and make ferrolith ingots. Pretty cool, right? And then after I make the ingots, let's look at the things I could smith out here. Like, I can make some plated armor, which I already have. That just takes ingots, and then boom. Max HP, armor, and accuracy? Or I can make these scissors, and these scissors are used for tailors. I don't know what... I guess you gotta cut cloth with it, and this takes the ingots. This takes rough rope, which is part of tailoring. Planks, which is wood cutting, and leather, which is hunting. So I've got to go do a chore loop 3 more times to get me some scissors, all right? And there's a lot of tools. There's a lot of tools. Like, here's the equipment. You got your head slot. You got your, what is this? Bracers, chest piece, weapon. There's a shield, or jewelry. I'm sorry. I know a spear and shield is a single, like, weapon slot. So there's not, like, an offhand, I guess. Belt. You have pants. You have your hearts, because I think we're robots. I think the lore is that we're robots. So this is just basically like a trinket slot, I guess, like World of Warcraft. I don't know. And boots. Okay, but we have more stuff, too. We have professions. So you have carpentry. So you have a saw. Farming, you have a... Well, I'm not going to say the name, but it's a tool that starts with H. You know, like a streetwalker, I guess. Okay, now fishing, you have a fishing pole. Foraging, you have the machete. Forestry is an axe. Hunting is a bow to hunt animals with. Leatherworking is a knife, I guess, to spread the leather around. I don't know how leatherworking in real life works. Masonry is a chisel. Mining is a pickaxe. Okay. Scholar? I don't know what scholar is, other than I think you use it to get rare materials for upgrades. And that is a quill. You just, like, pull out, like, a pen and paper and you just start writing. I don't really know much about this. That's why it's not level 10. Smithing is a hammer, and tailoring is the scissors. And then you have other skills. You have construction, you have cooking, merchanting, sailing. I don't know how I have sailing XP, because I've never sailed, at least in this test. Slayer. Now, if you played RuneScape, that's the combat. That's like killing monsters, killing, you know, bad, angry animals like wolves. Not hunting animals, but killing animals. And then taming, which is, you need to level this up to ride mounts. I don't know what else. I assume you could tame animals and have them fight for you, like a World of Warcraft hunter pet. I don't know. I don't know enough about this game to answer any of these questions, right? What else do we have? We have the inventory. I assume you could expand your inventory with, like, backpacks. I have no idea. What other buttons we got? We got character. detailed statistics. You can look at your HP, stamina, satiation, movement, speed, you know, all your combat stats. You can see here that, like, I don't have any speed bonuses on any of my professions, you know, bummer, but imagine if you did, right? Imagine. Let's see, that's inventory. Vault, oh yeah, you can change how you look at any time. You're not, like, stuck with your base character. And you can also, your old armor, you can apparently learn, like, the transmog, I think is what it is, and then you can either just equip it later or just make yourself look like that. I don't really know. You can also deploy your mounts from here, like have a cart. You know, there's boats, caches, carts, mounts, and trader stands. You can set up a little stand and trade with people, I guess. Pets. I don't know what shards are. There was a beta event where you had to gather these. You get them from meteors, I think. I don't really know what they do or anything. Whatever. Sorry, I don't know a lot about this game, okay? We got 47 seconds left on this molten ferrolith. Also, like, as far as I know, food doesn't spoil in this game or anything. So, you craft a bunch of food, you put it in your stash forever, kind of like, I guess that's RuneScape style, whatever. Alright, and, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on, you know? You go gather, you build a settlement, you upgrade your gear. It's a treadmill. You upgrade your gear so that you can gather more stuff to upgrade your gear to gather more stuff. And I assume that there's, like, dungeons you can fight monsters and stuff in. I haven't done my research. I mean, there's a whole combat thing in this game, right? So there's a point to getting the gear. To go slay a dragon or something. I assume. I don't know. Again, I don't know enough about the game to give you any actual factual info. So let's get this molten ferrolith whatever. Now we come over here and we make the ferrolith ingots. There we go. Now also I can, you know, since I just pulled those out, we can cook 10 more. There we go. That's going to automatically cook. And then while that's cooking, I can go ahead and hammer these into ingots. There we go. Hey, look, we synced up. And yeah, there's my progress. I'm getting 8 at a time, 8 per tick, and I need 1,000 to finish the job. So, now, in my opinion, because the game is free to play, there's a few things that I see arising as a problem. Problem number 1, bots. If this game company cannot police bots, it's dead on arrival. I don't want to play a game with a million freaking bots. Problem number 2, which might be a problem, might not. Multi-boxing, okay? This means, again, this game says it wants to be multi-platform. That means phones and consoles, but it's not currently. So, you know, imagine a dude who has, like, multiple accounts. I mean, I multi-account in every game I play just about. Albion Online, World of Warcraft, back in the day, not in Classic, but, and Once Human, all of these games, I multi-account. I load up VPNs, I load up virtual machines, and I play multiple characters at the same time. My PC can handle it, and it's more efficient. So, while I have one character hammering ingots, I can have another character chopping wood, and another character hunting animals, and another character, you know, using the scissors on cloth or something. I don't know what the scissors do. But, yeah, I can do all of that at the same time. Whereas a solo player, or a player with no friends, no guild, and only, you know, a crappy computer that can only run one instance of the game, they're going to fall behind. They're going to fall way behind, right? But I don't think this is the game where if you fall behind or if you are behind, it really matters. I also don't know. I know that gear is level, like, restricted, I believe. So if you aren't, like, a high-level miner and someone gives you a super high-level mining pick, you can't use it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I would bet on that one, okay? As far as all the starting towns, I think they all have the same stuff. I don't really know, but I know they look different. They're not all copy-pasted asset drops, you know, with the same layout or anything. But I would assume, you know, when people set up towns, you would go there, and they'd be like, hey, you know, use our super-duper faster crafting station, right? Like this ancient crafting station, I can't really find any stats for it, because I guess I'm you know, working at the moment, but, yeah, it is what it is. So, what do you guys think about Bitcraft? Now, I'm going to show off the Steam forums for this game just a little bit, and there's going to be a sound. Hold on. That's my computer. I was pretty quick with the click there. All right, so display capture, let's go. So, here, look, we have honest talk, terrible performance, beautiful game, but doesn't run smoothly. Steam trolls have arrived. It's not going to be pretty. Limestone and ore respawns block cart. Purpose of the game. Why should I create equipment? Why do I need to create my own home? I mean, for what? For Kino experience. I don't know, man. I'm not going to defend the game too much here. I just think what they're doing is really cool, and I don't think I've seen any other game attempt this. I don't know if they'll pull it off. Now, I'm going to tell you some truths here, because I'm a truth teller. Whenever the beta opened for this game, I was sitting there waiting, like, okay, as soon as the clock ticked down, I logged in and started playing. So did 2,000 other people, and there was about 1,000 people on Twitch watching. I don't stream on Twitch, but I check Twitch numbers to see how many people are interested in the game. Within 4 to 5 hours after the game had launched, the player count went from 2,000 to 1,000. And as of right now, as I'm recording, this is like the second or third day, I believe. I think it's the third day. The player count is down to about 700 to 800. The viewer count on Twitch is down to about, besides one big VTuber who brought their audience over, the actual view count's maybe less than 100 right now. So, people aren't liking it. All right, it's not sticking now because it's free to play. I think that there's something going on with that, and that might bring in a lot of people. And everyone that plays MMOs, we're bored of our current MMO. Everyone that plays Albion that is into PvP, we all want a new gathering crafting game to play. We all want it so bad. Let us play this. I don't know any other good MMOs coming out. This one looks pretty promising if they just maybe make the controls a little bit better, the graphics a little better, and fix the performance issues. And maybe the crafting time, I don't know, like, why does it take 5 minutes to smelt this? It's a starter gear item. I think that the starter items should be faster, but they can iron all of that out later. It's not really my problem, and it's not my job. I just want to share it with you guys. I just want to share this game. I think it's cool. I think what they're doing is cool. I just really hope, I hope so bad that this company is not a woke company. I have not investigated them. I have not looked into them. I don't want to. I just want to believe that it's just a bunch of cool dudes making a cool game that they want to play. And then if you say a preschool insult in the chat, and there is a chat, that you don't get muted and banned. Okay, every freaking game ever, like Once Human, if you say dummy or say dumb or stupid, literal basic words, not even at anyone. If you just say, man, I'm so dumb, I forgot my car keys. That is a mutable offense. That will get you muted for a whole week. You can't talk to anybody. You can't interact. You can't socialize. You are muted, and it's just auto responses when you try to contact customer support. It is disgusting and sickening. And I really hope that this company does not over-moderate and kill their game. You know what killed New World? Over-moderation. All right, New World got over-moderated, and their population died. And a bunch of other things killed it, too. But that was a huge reason, right? I just really hope that this game it doesn't have to have total complete freedom of speech. You don't need, people in here like the Halo 2 days saying the gamer word. But if they do say a gamer word because they're having a bad day or something, don't like completely ban and annihilate and nuke their account and permanently mute them forever. That is the dumbest shit ever. It's so stupid. Penalize them, I guess, for a little bit, but don't do it forever. Yeah, if they keep doing it and, every time they get unmuted, they come back and say, crazy schizoid stuff, maybe make it a little bit longer, but don't make it permanent, okay? And don't make it like 1 to 2 weeks or a month. That's ridiculous. Just maybe 30 minutes to a few hours. They'll cool off. They'll get some food in them, hang out with maybe a girl or something, and then they'll come back to the game and they'll feel refreshed and nice and friendly again. Maybe. I don't know, okay? But there's so many things that can kill a game in its infancy, and that's one of the big ones right now. Like, we're in 2025, things are healing, things are getting restored in the world. We don't have to worry about, someone's identity and stuff as much as we did in the 2016s, 2018s, whatever, okay? The point, I'm not trying to rant here. I just really, really hope that the game devs, that the people in charge of this game and the customer service don't crap the bed. That's all. Anyway, I just wanted to show off this game. What do you guys think? And, Short Bus 1. Like, oh, your name's offensive, And yes, you can click on people, and there is a report. Macroing use of bots, encouraging rule breaking, exploiting a bug, impersonating staff, offensive language, offensive display name, disruptive behavior, scamming. Oh, scamming. Now, that's something Albion doesn't ban for. Break real-world laws, real-life threats, asking or sharing contact info, selling accounts, promotion, and Promotion. Hey, guys, check out my YouTube channel. I'm live on Twitch. Blah, blah, blah. Solicitation, real-world trading, RMT, yeah. Player-run games of chance. Gambling, dude. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, I'm a little worried looking at that list. I'm a little worried. But anyway, we're just gonna see what happens, and if not, we'll go play something else. We'll just go play something else, man. Anyway, that's all I got. Long video for you, and dude, that's 600 fiber plant dumped on the ground. I'm yoinking that. Now, if you drop something on the ground, no one else can loot it for a while, but that's been on the ground for a while, so hey, free loot for me. I don't have to go gather it, right? Not that it matters because it's getting wiped. Anyway, that's it. Leave a comment, leave a like. What do you think? Try it out on Steam, I guess. I'm not paid to shill the video, but if the devs watch this, please don't be woke, and please give me access. Here's the thing, devs. I'm a pretty big MMORPG YouTuber. I want a forever game. I want a game that I can just play every day and make 1,000 videos for, and just chill, and make some friends, and, you know, sustain my livelihood of playing your game through YouTube ad revenue, so I don't have to go to a job and work, you know, flip burgers or bag groceries like I used to, okay? And all I ask in return is you just give me access to your game. Now, here's how this is going to work. All right, let's say Bitcraft, you know, when it launches in early access in late June, it's going to be like $30. That's what I've been told, right? When the game actually launches for reals, it's going to be free to play. That's what I've been told. That's what I've read. So here's the deal. If this game launches to a very high player count, at like, I don't know, 30 to 100,000 or more players are playing this when it costs $30, I will ask my audience to buy me a copy of the game. And if I ask enough, I can eventually find someone that's kind enough to gift me the game, right? Now, if your game launches to less than 10,000 players, or less than 20, less than 30, less than 50K, I'm not going to ask my audience to get into your game. I will ask social medias like Twitter and maybe Discord if it's not locked up. Like the company that made this game, their Discord server has been locked up forever, requiring a phone number. I don't own a phone. I'm very cheap in real life. I'm a huge cheapskate. I don't need a phone, so it is what it is. But lately, I noticed that I could post without a phone, so that's cool. But every time I ever talk in a Discord, every time I ever talk in a Discord server, everyone recognizes me immediately because I'm a big YouTuber. And what do people do to famous people? They attack them. They just get crazy. And almost every woke game ever, like V Rising and PAX Day and all of them, they would rather ban the famous person being attacked than ban the 20 to 50 people attacking the famous person. All right, it is what it is. It's just the mods, you know, they have the Jannies, they have their own agendas too. Like the V Rising Janny just hated my guts from Albion. Whatever. I didn't even know who he was. But he didn't like me. Sucks. But that is what it is. He abuses power. PAX Day, same deal. They didn't like me. Whatever. Because I tell the truth in my videos. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm just like, hey, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Here's one. So I really just, like, I'm at the point where I'm like PTSD about Discord. I don't want to use Discord. I don't want to have to join your server. I don't want to have to ask or talk to anyone in your server. Because if I do, it's always trouble. It's always trouble. It's always problems. So, you know, if you don't have your game available to like Keymailer or anything where I can sign up for a key there, then I'm probably just going to be lazy and wait for it to come out. All right. But, yeah, if the devs watch this and you want to give me access when it becomes paid, that's cool. I'll play your game. I'll cover it. As long as there isn't crazy woke stuff or mass censorship or anything stupid, or if you're using AI ads to try to advertise your game, or there's clear signs of money laundering, which is a lot of games these days, or the game becomes a weird scam phone game. I don't know. I'm hoping none of that happens. I'm very hopeful. Like when I come to games like this, I am hopeful. I am bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, no fur, but I just want it to succeed. I want games to succeed. I want games to have a big player base. I want all the kiddos to move out from freaking Fortnite and Roblox and play something new and interesting, right? It's time to learn a new game, kids. But anyway, that's what I got. So if they give me the game, cool. If the game is super successful, I'll get my audience to buy it for me, whatever. That or if I hit the lottery or get rich somehow, if my ad revenue picks up. But I can't even afford bills right now, guys. I can't even afford food. But that's not your problem. Anyway, that's all I got. I have run my character's stamina down, and it needs to eat. Because it's getting hungry again. Yeah, that's a constant thing. I really don't like the survival mechanics in an MMO because I just want to chill in AFK and I don't have to worry about managing a million meters. But I'm willing to put in the work if everyone else also has to. I just think it's going to scare away a lot of potential players. I'll stop ranting now. This video is already long enough. Check out Bitcraft. Again, I'm not paid to show you this. I'm just hopeful that we get a new game to play. Because Albion is fucked. Albion is completely dead. The server split killed it. The hackers and cheaters and the bots have killed it. The mass censorship and leftism from Robin Hinkes, the former CEO, killed it. It's dead. New World's dead. PAX Day never, you know, got to become alive because that's a scam game. Crosswinds isn't even a real game. Okay, there's really nothing on the horizon to play. So I'm hoping that this game saves gaming. I hope it saves gaming. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go learn the piano and become a gym bro and just give up gaming forever. I don't know what else to do, guys. But yeah, that's it. That's it. You can go watch another video now. You can go have a kiss on your forehead. And wow, the camera's spun. What the hell's going? Bro, fix your game. No, I'm clicking the middle mouse. It's doing that on purpose. Anyway, devs, give me access to the game. Give me access where I can actually tier up. I want to reach. Stop clicking on the NPC, damn it. I want to tier up so I can have better tools. Just put me on a test server where I have access to, like, all the in-game stuff and let me show it off or something. I don't know, man. But they probably won't watch this, or if they do, it's probably some weirdo in HR that believes in all the crazy stuff, and they're like, yeah, I'm not having any right-wingers cover my game, and they'll just ban me or something. I'm very pessimistic at this point. I just think it's literally over. And I'm not going to budge, and they're not going to budge until there's a civil war, and then I'll see you on the front lines. But anyway, that's all I got. And can't wait to see you there. Finally, click the video on the right side of your screen. If you do, the next time you go get fast food, they're not going to mess up your order.